dust it off and try again, try again. 'Cause if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try.
How deep I was into the book. My face expressions gave it away. In fact, my friend Alex pulled up.
I knew if it wasn't lights on, I'd be serious. I'd be in serious trouble. Oh, if it
Stay up, first you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. 'Cause if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again.
Breaking news, everybody. My name is Aaliyah Kennard, current freshman here in Middle Tennessee State, class of 2019, and I'm here to share my journey throughout the semester of expository writing. So let's jump right in. Alright, so I walked through Dr. K's class the very first day, not really knowing what to expect, or I really didn't know what was going to happen. So after the first week of class and we discussed what we needed to have, we had received our first paper. So, you know, the first paper wasn't really a great experience for me. I wasn't really a good writer like I thought I was. I took advantage of going to the writing center and got my paper back, and I received a C+. Of course, not really what I wanted, and I wasn't going to settle for that because I was shooting for an A or B. Of course, I thought my paper was better than a C+, but I didn't know that I had so many things to fix. And one of the main things that I had to fix was being too vague and having a weak conclusion. So after getting my first paper back, I just wanted to give up, and I was very discouraged at this point. So I received my next assignment, and of course I have Dr. Cates holding my hand and telling me to trust the process. So when I got this paper back, I got a B+. Of course, I was super excited, and I felt like that I did way better than my very first paper. But of course, I still am being too vague, and I still have a weak conclusion. So the third assignment, by this point, I received another B+, and I was really shooting for an A, but I said, you know what, I'm going to settle for that B+, and I'm still going to try to work on being specific and also having a stronger conclusion. So the last paper that we had, it was a bit of a struggle for me. Of course, my conclusion and of course specific detail that I was missing. The conclusion part had to be the most stressful part for me because I knew that it was a problem in my past and that I needed to make this paper very good since it was our last paper and also our final. Throughout this semester, I learned how to use proper grammar, punctuation. Also, I learned how to edit and proofread, and also use Google Docs, stuff that I've never been introduced to. And I figured out that expository writing English was way different than high school English, where they just grade your paper and make it seem like that you're a great writer. So I feel better as far as becoming a stronger writer, even though I still feel like I'm not done with my journey. I'm still working on being specific, and I'm still working on having stronger conclusions, but I do feel like that I have great skills in my focus, my audience and purpose, and pretty much editing, proofreading, punctuation, although I'm still working on grammar. I learned to trust the writing process because at the beginning of the semester I was the girl that didn't want to read, didn't want to research because I felt like it took too much time and I just wanted to get straight into it. So pretty much I've learned to trust the process, not to second guess myself, and also I need to take the time out to read and research. But I just felt the need, If I feel like that I don't really need to research or I really don't need to read, I just don't do it. And I learned that that got me in a deeper hole than what I needed to really be in. I really second guessed myself a lot throughout this whole process, but now I've learned to not second guess myself because it could really be better than what I really think it is. As far as the class in general, I felt like that this class pretty much, it made me more outgoing as a person, and it made me express myself a lot more. And also I've learned to pretty much, you know, trust the process and not to move too ahead of myself, because if I do, I will get stuck, and I don't want to be stuck like I was at the very beginning. Because throughout this semester, I really wanted to pull my hair, I really wanted to cry, I felt every possible emotion. But now that I'm at the end, I'm so glad that I made it through, and I'm one of those students that is going to continue the journey throughout next semester. I am ready for my next English, and I can say thank you to Dr. Cates for holding my hand throughout this whole semester and making me a better writer. And also thank you to my classmates, because they've also made me better at editing and proofreading. And I can say that I'm not that girl riding my bike without my training wheels and falling off and saying, you know what, forget it, I'm giving up. I'm that girl that's on my bike without training wheels and still going. The journey isn't over, but I can't wait to see where I end up. Thank you, everybody, and have a great semester.